Hey there, my wedding planning friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my camper. I'm officially doing these videos on the road now. I'm on a big road trip, traveling all over California at the moment, and ignore the mess behind you. It's not quite done in here, and when it is, I'll try and do a video and show you because it'll be super cute when it's done. Anyways, we are here to talk about weddings. So today we are going to talk about the top 10 things to do in the week before your wedding. The first thing that you should make sure you do the week before your wedding is have a pre-event meeting with your wedding planner, if you have a wedding planner, or your coordinator. Every coordinator will have a final consult kind of at a different point in the wedding planning process. I like to do my final real consult meeting, which is usually like an hour and a half long, about a month before the wedding day. However, in the last week, there are usually things to finalize as far as vendor arrival times, making sure your final head count is on point, making sure everyone knows their duties, like all those final little last minute things are going to get set up on the day of your wedding. Everyone's assigned a job if needed, and those kinds of things. Number 2, you want to give your caterer a final reception head count. You want to make sure that the guest count that you gave them the last time you guys talked, this could have been a month or two ago, and maybe you've been dropping like flies on your guest list the last couple of weeks leading up to your wedding. You want to make sure that you give them the most accurate number you have so that you're not A, paying for a bunch of extra meals that aren't going to be necessary on your wedding day, or B, wasting a bunch of food on your wedding day. Number 3, you should pack a wedding day emergency kit. Now, this is something where if you have a day of coordinator or a wedding planner, it is likely that they will bring this for you. However, if that's not the case, you want to make sure that you bring a wedding emergency kit, which if you are unfamiliar with what a emergency kit is or what you should have in it, check out the link below and check out the blog that I did all about wedding day emergency kits and what you should have in yours. Number 4, make sure you have all of your final payments, tips, gratuities, all of that stuff ready to go for your wedding day so that you can pass them out to the vendors yourself or hand it off to your wedding planner or somebody to do that for you. The best way to do this is to label envelopes, put the final balance, whether that's a check, cash, a check plus cash tip, however you need to distribute the money on your wedding day, in labeled envelopes, and that they're all sealed, ready to go to just hand out super easily on your wedding day. Number 5, this is something that a lot of people don't really think about until it's kind of in the moment. Make sure that you are assigning somebody to take your gifts away at the end of the evening. Whether the venue that you're having your wedding at requires you to have all of your belongings out the night of your wedding or not, you want to make sure that your gifts are going to a safe place that evening. So maybe this is a family member, a parent, your wedding planner, somebody that will at least put the gifts in a vehicle that will be transported either to your hotel or to someplace that you trust. Number 6, you should clean your ring on the week before your wedding. You want to make sure that that ring is sparkling in all your photos, and you know everyone's going to be asking to see your ring after your wedding. Number 7, you want to organize any of your bridal party welcome bags, gift baskets, anything that you're doing for your bridal party, and try and do it at the beginning of the week so that these aren't things that you're finalizing the night before your wedding or the night before your wedding or right before your rehearsal or anything last minute. This is something you want to have just ready to go, check it off your list, make sure that they're ready to hand out to your bridesmaids and groomsmen when the time is right. Speaking of groomsmen, you want to make sure that you have checked in with each individual groomsman to make sure that they have tried on their rentals, whether it's a suit, tux, whatever, that they have picked them up and actually tried them on to make sure that they fit. This wasn't a wedding I was working, I was actually in the wedding, and one of the groomsmen did not try on their suit before it was right after the wedding rehearsal that he tried it on, and we were all staying like at the venue, so we weren't even in town. And he goes to try on his suit, pulls on his pants, and they are quite literally about this much too short, just chilling in the middle of his calf. So don't let that happen to you on your wedding day. Make sure that all of your guys have tried them on. Sometimes measurements get whack, especially if they sent them in themselves. Just make sure that all of your guys have tried on their suits and you're good to go there. This next one is another one that people don't think about until you need it, really, is pick up some snacks and food for your wedding day. Whether this is just like a Costco veggie tray, those little sandwiches they have, bite-sized sandwiches, whatever you want to have, just make sure that you are in advance picking up food and snacks for your wedding day. The day goes by so fast and it's such a blur, and sometimes you don't even have a chance to sit down and eat your real dinner, your meal at your wedding. So make sure that you've got some snacks, you're having bites to eat throughout the day. We don't want you passing out while you're saying your vows. And finally, most importantly, make sure you're drinking plenty of water and that you get a lot of sleep. I know that emotions are high, you're probably really anxious for your wedding day, really excited, all of your friends and family are maybe coming in and staying with you. There's a lot going on. So make sure that you are just allowing yourself time to sit and breathe, drink water, and get plenty of rest so that you are in your tip-top shape on your wedding day. These are just 10 of the items that you should do during your wedding week. There's a much longer list, and if you want to see the full list and have a checklist downloaded for yourself, check out the link below to download the full checklist so that you can know all of the things to do in the week before your wedding. I hope you found this video helpful. As always, please like and subscribe to get weekly videos on wedding planning advice and tips, and we'll see you next week.